Microsoft to permanently close all physical retail stores.
Yeah,
Um,
apparently this was not pandemic related, or at least not pandemic hinged. Like it wasn't purely done because of the pandemic. Um, it's
Retail
interesting.
is dying.
Strategic change. I think at the same, yeah, retail is dying, and I've walked past many a Microsoft store and seen them completely empty. But I think Microsoft is having a little bit of trouble. Like honestly, outside of Xbox, they are a little bit newer to the hardware space. They're
Yes.
not brand new, but they're a new player
They
compared
needed
to a lot of
more they need more
companies.
actual Microsoft products to make it worth it to go in their store and experience them working together. That's why Apple is successful, because in order to part of experiencing an Apple product is experiencing how it works with Apple's other products. Whereas I don't think Microsoft really has that story in a compelling way outside of Xbox, and even that is basically in its infancy as far as I can tell. Like they're really still like if part of the experience of going to a Microsoft store was gaming with my friend on a PC and me being on an Xbox, that'd be like super cool. I'd be like, yeah, that's something that's an experience that you would have to go to a store in order to have and fully appreciate. But when Microsoft started just like filling up these stores with like partner notebook SKUs and stuff like that, I was like, what are you guys even doing? Like, there's no money in reselling notebooks. And that's not to say that there is zero money in it. There's just not enough to support all that retail overhead. And Microsoft's not the kind of company that can afford the risk of having poorly trained people in their stores that, create some kind of racist hullabaloo or whatever the case may be. Like you just can't afford it. So they have to have expensive and thorough training programs and all that stuff. And there's just so much overhead involved. So
They also
this doesn't
apparently
surprise me.
only had. See, I have seen a lot of them, so I thought they were more common. But apparently, 7 of them are in British Columbia, Alberta, and Ontario. So maybe that's why I think that. But they only had 83 stores worldwide, which is a lot less than I thought. 72 of them were in US. Wow. Yeah. So they were basically all North American.
Yep. So this
Do
was,
they have one in the Taiwan Tech Mall? Is that like the other one?
I'm not sure. I thought like Razer had a store there or something.
I think they only have 4 outside of that. So like, yeah, I don't know.
Online's the way to go, and they've got some cool new features coming to their online storefronts, including one-to-one video chat. That's pretty cool. Online
That's actually pretty.
tutorials, virtual workshops, and more digital solutions. That makes so much more sense, because it's like, I remember someone talking to me about why I don't do more in-person fan engagement. And the cold hard truth is that it's not great use of my time. Not because I don't enjoy it. I really do. And that's why we do LTX, or at least we normally do, because I love it. It's a blast. The problem is that if I have 2 hours to do something, I can either tweet like, hey, anyone want to meet up at the Starbucks? And I can engage with 3 people. Or I can sit down in front of my computer and live stream and engage with 1,000 people or 10,000 people or 100,000 people. So, what's a better return on the investment of my time at that point? Online.
I don't think your Civ streams get 100,000 people, bro.
They get 1,000. And that was one of the numbers I said. So if I make a video, I can reach 100,000 people like that. So there you go, smart guy.
That's true. Yeah, one cool thing actually in hearing the part about like the one-to-one video chat, the more online tutorials, virtual workshops and stuff like that, is there's no information yet about layoffs. I would find it extremely difficult for them to keep everyone related to all 83 stores employed in those ways, but they might be able to flip some of them, and being able to retain any of these people during a pandemic is really good news for those people. And being able to transition those people to potentially working from home is also kind of a cool idea.
Some of the Microsoft stores will apparently be reimagined as Microsoft Experience Centers in London, New York City, Sydney, and Redmond.
That might even be a better idea.